Hi, I'm Tom Miggott from Tom Miggott Photography. As a passionate photographer, I always try to not miss an opportunity for a great shot, and therefore I always bring my camera gears with me. So there's one recurrent question with all photographers. What's in your bag, dude? Well, today I'm going to show you what's in mine. First off, as you can see, I've got my tripod, which is pretty good because I can fix it to my bag and carry it with me. I will do a review of pretty much every single item I'm going to show you now. I will do a review in future videos. So let's carry on. So I've got my tripod right here, pretty Manfrotto tripod, pretty steady. I really love it, and a ball head. So that works this way, so I can rotate. Okay, so we'll review that later. Then let's have a look. In that top pocket, I have my camera strap. I do not use the camera strap that comes with the camera. You know, this usual one that hangs on your neck. I do not use that. I will tell you in future video why I do not use that and why I rather use the Black Rapid strap. So here it is. Next, my filters. This is my filter wallet. There are several filters in there, and I'll do a proper video on explaining what are filters for and different filters that I own and what you can find on the market. So, filters. Then I have my headlight. So this is really practical when I do night photography because I can basically see where I'm going, sometimes some weird places. And I also use it to do light painting on photography, and I'll do a dedicated episode on light painting as well. So the light, I have a spare plate that goes on the Manfrotto ball head, and right here I've just happened to have attached a hot shoe. This is because, as you know, I've done a photo shoot with a French rock band, and I needed to hang to attach somewhere my flash, and I needed to have it on my tripod. So that's what I have it for. Carrying on, obviously, batteries. You never know when you're going to need rechargeable batteries for the flash gun, for example. So batteries, a pen, always useful. Then for night photography, a remote. This is a shutter release cable. It's great. I'll tell you more why it's essential to use a release cable for night photography or for places where you do a long exposure. So we'll review that later. This is it in this pocket. Going on that side, here I have a cloth just to clean lenses or the back screen of the camera. And this little pouch is pretty amazing because it's very cheap too. This is another cloth to clean the lens glass and the camera if needed. But it's also, as you can see, of grey color, and that's what I use it for sometime as a grey card. We'll do a proper video on what is a grey card and what do we use it for. So that's my little pouch always with me. Here, this is it in this pocket, and the main one, really the most interesting one. This little one here is my Canon 430EX Mark II flash gun, speedlight. Same again, proper video for it in the near future. Really great stuff, totally love it, couldn't do without it. So here it is. Goes with the cleaning cloth. This is my Rocket. You just clean lenses with it. You can clean everything you want with it. It just blows some air. I'll do a review on how to clean lenses and your camera as well, and we'll talk about this. So here it is. Then going with the lens. So this is an 80-250mm telephoto lens. It also does macro, but not a full macro. It's just this is a manual lens, fully manual lens that I bought on eBay for £21. This is a total bargain. I have no idea how old this lens is. It's probably about 20-30 years, maybe even more. I have no idea. This is the brand is Tamron, and if you're wondering about the aperture, I can go from 3.8 to f22. You might be asking yourself, how come I've got probably a newer camera than my lens, and how come my lens fits on it and it's a pure manual one? Well, here you see that silver part here is an adapter, and because the lens has an end here which is M40 mount, I can have an adapter that goes for Canon, because my camera is a Canon, but you have it the same thing for Olympus, you have it for Sony, and you have it as well for Nikon, and that enables you to actually plug this old lens, which is amazing, and plugging it on your newest DSLR. The good thing with this adapter here, you may see this, the chip here enables you to do autofocus validation. So it's not a real autofocus, it won't autofocus for you. So you manually focus, but it will validate that your point of focus is in focus. So that the first lens. Then another very cheap lens, and it happens to be the cheapest lens from Canon, and that's a 50mm lens. I used that lens when I did the video about the creative aperture, the depth of field. This is a fantastic lens. I cannot recommend it enough. It exists for pretty much every single brand of camera. It's usually one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, lens you can get for your camera, simply because it's all plastic. In terms of what makes this lens a great lens is the aperture. This one is 1.8, so this is really wide. I said it's cheap. Price-wise, this one in UK, you could probably find it for brand new around £70-80. Much cheaper in US, though. That's where I got it from. So 50mm lens, pretty classic field of view, great lens. And then we come talk about the camera itself. So the camera is a Canon 60D, really an amazing camera, I must say. It's pretty good. It's kind of mid-range between amateur and professional. The lens that I have is an 18-135, and the aperture is 3.5, 5.6, so it's pretty standard. Really good lens. I love it. I've actually bought it with the camera. It was not the kit lens, it's just kind of a upper kit lens, if I say. It's a great one because it offers you the 18 wide field of view, and also this telephoto zoom at 135, which is really good. Don't forget, the Canon 60D is a cropped sensor, and so which means that the sensor is about 1.6 ratio compared to a full frame camera. This lens is a lens specifically made for cropped sensor. However, if you remember what I've explained about crop sensors and the focal length and field of view, 135 is actually pretty good, because that's roughly multiplying 135 by 1.6, and you're going to obtain something around 200. So it's a pretty decent zoom. An 18, that gives you about 30 field of view, equivalent to focal length equivalent to a 35, a full frame camera. So it's really pretty good one. What I like about this camera, but once again I'll do a review probably about the camera, is the swivel LCD screen at the back. It's really pretty cool. As you can see here, I've got a plate. That's the tripod head plate for the Manfrotto. And I'll just do a quick demo here. What you do is you just click it and lock your ball head, and this is it, stable. So and you just remove it this way. So that's it for the camera. So tripod camera, I'll just put it here. What else? Well, it's an inside pocket here. This is a card reader. Obviously, being on the road, you want to be able to check your pictures. You might want to be able to back them up if you're running out of space with your memory card. So really, really handy to have that with you at all time. A spare memory card, an SD card, of course. That's basically it. Usually I'd have a USB key of 4 gig as well, just in case to back things up. On this side, there's many pockets on that bag. It's brilliant. I totally love it. Just a few cables. A USB cable to plug your camera to a laptop, for example, or anything. And this is just a regular video output cable that you wanna plug your camera to. I don't know, a TV or a computer, or anything you want to record from your camera. So that's always happen with my. I don't use it that much, but you never know. I also usually have my battery charger in there. It's actually charging battery right now. And in that pocket, another cloth. Never have enough of cloth. And actually, just found my USB key. Cannot be smaller than that, can it? So that's my USB key, 4 gig, and the manual. Yeah, I know manual is a thick, tiny book to read, but it's always handy to have it with yourself. And that's just a pocket guy as well that goes with it. Just because I happen to have some space left in the camera, that's the reason why I put the 2 of them in there. And I think that's pretty much it for what's in my bag usually. I also have a reflector that just folds in a tiny pouch. It's an 80 centimeter reflector. So I'll show you that in a future video. So this is it, folks. This is what I have in my bag. This is what I carry most of the time with me. I know it's heavy, and sometimes a good practice to go out, just take your camera, take one lens and practice with what you have. But it's just me. I just like to take everything that I can with me and making sure I don't miss any opportunity. You may never know what's around the corner. Alright, so until that next stroll that's going to give you a great opportunity to shoot something amazing, this is Tom Migot saying, if you like it, capture it.